Hello everyone and welcome to World of Esports. My name is Trid and no, Francois, bring it down. I'm not Jason. I'm not that tall. You can do normal size today. Keep the camera just there. No one else needs to see anything else. No, do not have this in shot. They don't need to see that, Francois. Welcome to World of Esports. This week's going to be all about the Windy City. We're going to take a look at the top 5 funny and fail moments from IEM Chicago 2018. We're then going to catch up on all the action from this year's version of the event, where we're looking potentially for Team Liquid, the #1 team in NA, and the world to claim victory on their home soil. We're going to find out some facts about them as well to help you along the way. But then we're also going to play What's in the Box, where the players are going to guess what's inside that box. Next up, we'll be looking at IEM Chicago 2018. More specifically, top 5 funny and fail moments. We picked a couple of our favorites. But of course, in this mixture, we see a pimp get slapped, and the only thing twisted about twists is his aim.
It was on the other stream just a moment ago, and apparently it was brilliant. So I'm told. As Zippix tries to work back inside of the lobby, 25 HP only to work with. As the bomb will reach its logical conclusion. Is he going to go for this? Are they still down there? Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Oh my Zippix! Clutch Minister's got a new sermon! Unbelievable! Unbelievable from Zippix! He is the Clutch Master, and that is ungodly. I'm sorry it's got to go that way north. Oh my, brilliant!
Switches out of it because he wants to get a support nade in place. That's exactly when he had his chance to strike. He will get one. Crossfire with Deco on the box, and he drops down, goes hunting for twists. Who knows he's close? 15 HP, can't find him. How close? That's twice. Good reaction, but not ready for Kerrigan. No chance he was ever going to win that round, considering the position.
Tease a little bit because they don't actually know if there's anybody just around that cross position. Now, they don't have a smoke. This is going to be difficult. They're just going to have to peek pretty much straight into solo, or maybe try and juggle the bomb across, but I don't know how good their throwing arm is. I don't think it's going to go that far. Will it get past the corner? No. No. Has he seen it?
I don't know if Solo, yeah, we didn't see it from Solo's perspective. He might not even seen it, so someone could just grab it, but he's definitely looking to try and claim the kill.
Either way, yeah, he has to peek. He's still going to be watching the angle for the man trying to cross, and a little bit sneaky. I like it, and that pretty much gives them the round.
Jacob, anything you want to say before we get this underway? Maybe final words, anything into the friends in Denmark?
I always hated you, Trace, and I never actually liked you.
In this moment, I wouldn't like me either. I am what you would say the executioner of the moment.
You're a horrible person.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a countdown? 3. Oh dear! I think we're about ready to kick it back. Say something for yourself, pimp.
I fucking hate you.
Chicago, your Intel Extreme Master Champions. You got to witness them do what they do best.
What?
Next up is the IEM Chicago group stage. Team Liquid absolutely dominating as expected. We've got 2 French teams, both coming off the back of Montpellier and Cologne, looking to keep that momentum.
The Intel Extreme Masters have returned to Chicago for the 2nd time, and even though there weren't as many teams as last year, the ones in attendance still provided some great moments. So let's see what happened in the group stage, shall we? When it comes to Group A, the top and bottom of the table was quite easy to predict. Team Envy suffered defeats from the hands of Liquid and MIBR, and were the first to say goodbye to the Windy City.
Sonic with a face loses his head. The backstab there from Fallen, somehow he's still alive. Runs the shot onto Fugly.
And as for Team Liquid, They basically rolled over their opponents and secured their semifinal spot after losing just one map to G2 and cementing their dominance.
And nobody else seems to be close to Team Liquid right now, and that's a big problem, because if nobody's close, then Liquid is probably going to win the next few tournaments, and then, as you said, they will have a decent chance of taking 2 Intel Grand Slams in a row.
As for the middle of the table, the fight for the playoffs between G2 and MIBR was a memorable one. The recent changes made to the Brazilian roster seem to have already been paying off, and without the burden of pressure on their shoulders, as well as a visibly better atmosphere amongst the players, MIBR was able to defeat the Montpellier finalists 2-1 in their decider match, securing their place in the United Center.
Gets it down for one-on-one, and he'll win it out against Kenny.
Now, when it comes to Group B, we could probably summarize it by saying, easy for Ents. As the Finns didn't even lose a single map, and once again showed us that you can never be sure about their next move.
Heroic, an absolute must-win round. They need to be able to pick this one up already. Alu picking up Netosafix and going for another one, finding a second in the round, and the third as well. He made that look so easy.
But Group B had one more team that many wanted to see crush their opponents, but instead witnessed them struggle. We're of course talking about Team Vitality. Just like G2, this French team has also bagged some promising results recently and even made it to the grand final at ESL 1 Cologne, but their start in Chicago was quite shaky.
Alex, though, is caught off one more. Stown needs the ace. That should be the fourth, although it's close. It comes out anyway, has to trade to the AK, and he finds the kill as well!
It's a good thing for the French side that Ziwu and his team were able to pull themselves together and later took down both Renegades and Heroic, earning them a spot amongst Chicago's top 4 teams. And with Vitality having to face Team Liquid in the first semifinal, we'll be witnessing a rematch of Cologne's grand final.
Coming to think of it, there's no doubt that Vitality right now is the better performing team. We saw that at Cologne, where they got all the way to the final. They also got a map off Team Liquid in that final and made it competitive. So I would expect Vitality coming into Chicago really fired up in order to give it another go and see if they can be the team to beat Team Liquid.
Dota 2 has done it again. On Sunday, the prize pool for the upcoming TI9 officially surpassed the $30 million barrier, making it not only the largest prize pool in the history of Dota, but also the largest prize pool for any single tournament in the history of esports. What's even more important, Valve's contribution to this incredible achievement was only $1.6 million, with everything else coming from the crowdfunding centered around the Battle Pass. Fnatic will not play at the upcoming StarLadder Major in Berlin. After losing 0-2 to Crazy, formerly known as Valiant & Co., Fnatic have had to say goodbye to the first European minor, and for the first time ever, this famous Swedish team will not attend a major. This marks the end of yet another chapter in CSGO's history, as Fnatic have attended every single major since 2013 and won 3 of them, an achievement only tied by Astralis. There are a lot of products out there designed specifically for gamers and esports pros, but it seems that the demand for new accessories is as high as ever. That's why Immortals Gaming Club announced their collaboration with American footwear manufacturer K-Swiss to create the first ever esports sneakers. For now, a limited edition called One Tap was created for MIBR players, but K-Swiss already announced a new model that would appear later this year. Gregor Mana Comments, one of the most prominent Polish StarCraft players, has recently confirmed that he extended his contract with Team Liquid for another period of time. The 25-year-old Mana has been playing StarCraft professionally for almost 10 years, and during this time he was able to win many tournaments, including Who's the Best European 2014, Masters Cup 108, and STK Season 4, and is more than happy to help further grow Team Liquid. Last week we talked a little bit about coldzera and his current situation on the MIBR bench. We don't know where he's going to end up, but things inside the camp are still pretty optimistic.
Right now, Team Liquid surely has a lot to be happy about. However, not every other team is in the same spot. That statement is especially true for the famous MIBR, who soon might lose one of their star players and undergo another serious roster change. MIBR has been lacking when it comes to good results for some time now, but the recent defeat during ESL 1 Cologne seemed to have pushed Marcelo Coldzera David over the edge, as he's now looking for a new team.
There's the court kill! This is absolutely insane!
At first, not everyone took it seriously, and many believe that it's mainly the frustration that's talking. But a recent statement posted by MIBR's coach Zeus confirmed Coldzera's earlier decision. Despite David's willingness to help his team in the upcoming events, including the Berlin Major, the team decided to hasten the rebuilding process and officially benched Coldzera, meaning that for now, his place will be filled by Zeus. Not only that, but MIBR also recently decided to hire a professional psychologist to fix their internal issues, which might benefit the team in the long run. As for Coldzera, his future remains unclear for now, even when some sources believe that he might end up in FaZe Clan.
Now, we all know the #1 team in the world, Team Liquid, but they weren't always like that. This is old Liquid, crinkled, deformed, and quite frankly, easily toppled. But this is new Liquid. Perfect, solid, unsurmountable. And we've got facts about them.
Alright, so we all know that Team Liquid are no longer on the rise and are the undisputed #1 team in the world. But apart from them taking the second season of the Intel Grand Slam in just 63 days, there are also some other facts about their CSGO division that might not be so obvious. So let's check them out. Team Liquid is actually Dutch. Right now, Team Liquid's CS roster is fully North American, but that wasn't always the case. In fact, even though their current CS roster consists of Canadians and Americans, the organization itself was actually founded in the Netherlands in the year 2000 and focused on StarCraft. Yup, Team Liquid began its journey back in the glory days of Brood War. Twist's cleanup on Vertigo. Twist is a beast when it comes to CSGO, and there's no way of doubting that.
Twist, he's on 1 versus 2. He tries for the bomb plant. There's surely no way he could do it. They have got him boxed in right now. He's got nothing to work with except this rifle. He gets the headshot, turning it around, and no! He picks it up. It's overtime. It should be absolutely impossible!
That's why it probably won't be a surprise that in his first match during IEM Chicago 2019, Twists earned a 2.38 rating on Vertigo, the highest in his career received at a big event. And if you want even more stats, his overall rating for that match against Team Envy was 1.75, making him the best player of that duel.
Twist with a triple. Well, same as the last round.
Yeah, literally.
Team Liquid takes no prisoners. Astralis versus Liquid is like Batman versus Superman. Nah, wait, that was a bad one.
Tell me, do you bleed? You will.
Anyways, on their way to glory during the first season of the Intel Grand Slam, the Danish roster twice had to beat Team Liquid to secure their victory, whereas the North Americans faced 4 different teams in 4 different finals, beating consecutively Fnatic, ENCE, G2, and Team Vitality. Stewie 2K broke the bank. Stewie 2K is a name that we all know, and we all know what he's capable of.
What's up, bitch?
What's up, bitch?
But what if we told you that right now, he's also the highest earning North American CSGO player? Yup, thanks to Team Liquid's win in Cologne and taking home that $1 million from winning the Intel Grand Slam, Stewie became the first North American Counter-Strike player to reach top 10 earner status. How Liquid became major. When it comes to Counter-Strike, Team Liquid's history begins in the year 2015, but much has happened since then. Winning the Intel Grand Slam and becoming the world's #1 team are not the only things Liquid should be proud of. To put it short, they were the first North American team to reach a major grand final during ESL 1 Cologne 2016, when they were ultimately defeated by SK Gaming.
Trying to walk through the smoke, but it's just not going to happen.
When it comes to social media, remember how Coldzera is currently riding the bench, locked up in jail? Well, it seems that Nico would really, really like to break him out of there. And you can see the passion all in this next clip.
No way. I'm gonna get you out of here. I promise you, I'm gonna get you out of there. You don't belong in there. I'm gonna get you out.
Look, I don't profess to be some kind of relationship guru, but this has got to be one of the biggest relationship faux pas you can actually make. You never, ever call out your SO's ability to play a game, especially not Counter-Strike.
David, what's it like to have a girlfriend you can bring to events like this?
She's not as good as CS, but...
And to wrap it all up, here's some absolute savagery coming from Stewie2K. And guess what? He's in a position to make all this smack talk because he's still on the #1 team in the world. Next up, we got the IEM Chicago semi-finals. ENCE going up against the troubled MIBR. But my favorite match, of course, is going to be Vitality looking for revenge against Team Liquid on their home soil.
Just when most CSGO fans thought that there's no life without coldzera for MIBR, the Brazilian roster took the first map of the semi-final. Mirage was MIBR's choice, and despite the fact that their coach Zeus was far away from coldzera's performances, the Brazilians still grabbed the edge, with Fallen and Fur leading their team and closing the map with a 16-9 win.
Get wrapped upon it. Fur's gonna pick up the pace. He's gotta be careful. He's got someone above him. He doesn't realize, but he's still gonna find the kill. Alexi couldn't handle it, and just falling away. Fur, one more. 4 in the round, and he's done it all single-handedly.
But then ENCE jumped on the train and took a 6-0 lead while playing on the terrorist side. Alexi B was a key man in that clash, as the Finns were up 11-4 during halftime. After that, ENCE lost only a single round, winning the map by 16-5 and equalizing the result. Dust 2, the third map and decider, was a repeat of the second map, with again Alexi B being at his best. ENCE didn't leave any doubt who was the better side, knocking MIBR out, and with coldzera gone, now it's time for the Brazilians to look for a proper replacement. The question is, can they find one?
Game, beating them 11-4 on the T side, and on CT side, Dust 2 we beat 11-4 again, so really great game for us.
The second semi-final was a clash for Team Vitality to get their revenge for the ESL 1 Cologne final loss. The French side tried their luck picking Dust 2, but again Team Liquid proved their current #1 in the world, with Twists and Elige at their best, and leading their team to a 12-3 lead at halftime.
He gets close enough that Alex had no chance. Gray screen walking through, and look who's behind him! Wrong side of the door this time. Elige is always answering when they walk through. He finds 2 this time, MBK and RPK. Twists, he shuts down the first. And the former falls last to Elige as well. 15 now for Liquid.
Ziwu and his teammates tried to get back on the right track, but it wasn't enough, and the Americans won the first map 16-11. And with Nitro waking up on Overpass, Team Liquid wanted to finish that clash within the 2 maps. Vitality tried their best, but at the end, it was all about Team Liquid making the Chicago crowd proud, and secured their spot in the grand final, where they will face ENCE.
I feel like it's another day in the office. We're feeling pretty confident. We're playing this season very strong. We're trying to end it strong, trying to end it on a good note, and we're just looking forward to the finals now.
So there's 1,000 games in this cabinet, but there's only one I'm interested in, and it's watching the players play what's in the box.
Don't touch me.
So I just go here and have a grab.
It's just not a set yet.
Your British accent is very bad. Oh, yeah. Tetris or Game Boy. That's odd. That's like a Game Boy.
Duh. Yeah, a Game Boy.
Yeah. Solid.
It's an Envy logo behind Stunner.
Where?
Behind Stunner on the TV.
Whoa. Oh yeah. I know these things. It's one of those like
It's a water balloon, right?
like stress balls that you squeeze around and it's got stuff inside it.
What is this? It's like squishy. It's like a water balloon, dude. What is this? It's like a slime ball.
Ball sack.
Wait a minute.
Is it like a time limit?
Is it like a fake boob?
This is a boob, dude.
Oh, it's a tit. Oh yeah.
Stressful. Dude, it is.
The bell thing for the reception.
It's a bell from London Tipton, dude. That shit. It's a doorbell.
Yeah, it's like that barbell.
You know when you ding it? Oh yeah. Ring for sex. There you go.
Oh, can I hit it? Can I hit it?
Ding, ding, ding. Hey, dude. Me and you later. Wait, we are rooming together. It's kind of like awkward.
Enjoy.
Basketball.
It's a ball of some sort. I feel the grip. It's probably basketball.
Yeah, it is a basketball, dude. Wait, how do you get this thing up? Hey.
So I got all 3. You got 2.
Thinking about it?
Bro, what the f is this, dude? I'm scared.
Feels like a finger. It's gonna be a cock.
Dude, it feels like a sex toy, but I'm not sure, dude.
Yeah, it's probably something like that. It's probably something dirty.
Feels like a finger.
Oh.
It's a finger? Damn!
Yeah, pull it out, take it out.
It is a finger!
Oh, dude. Nasty.
Dude, I felt like the toenails.
Yeah, it's a finger. Oh shit, okay. I'm good.
Wait, what?
What the fuck? He was pretty surprised by whatever you just did then.
Yeah, it's like moving.
It was like a rat.
What are you doing?
It's like a spider toy or something.
I don't know, this is a weird one.
It's a spider?
6 legs. I counted.
Dude, the spider's got 8 legs.
What the hell is going on in there? It's like a mechanical spider or something?
It's a crab. Wait, no.
Oh yeah, kinda.
Dude, close enough. That's like a crab,
What even is
right?
this? No, that's a spider. That's a spider.
I mean, it's
what even is
robot. I don't know, shoot you. Wait, it's from Area 51, dude. We're going on that raid? Oh shit, it's gonna go.
What's a tournament without a final? ENCE and Team Liquid made it to that grand final stage on Sunday, and it was absolutely dominant from the hometown heroes. Team Liquid absolutely gave a lesson to ENCE. They are your IEM Chicago 2019 champions.
Buckle up as IEM Chicago is ready for its final showdown between Team Liquid and ENCE. A clash between continents and a chance for the Finns to not only get their revenge for DreamHack Masters Dallas, but also grab that first point towards the 3rd season of the Intel Grand Slam. Let's see if they make it in the heart of their opponent's territory. The first strike belonged to ENCE, and it seemed that Liquid would not have an easy task playing on the offense. But everything changed in the blink of an eye, and soon, Alu and his crew found themselves utterly dominated by the NA team. So much so, in fact, that their first point was the only one they could get in the first half. And not much changed after the break, as the Finns were only able to take the pistol round and finished overpass stomped by Liquid 2-16.
Alu's rotated around though. He's going to join up with his teammates, and that might be confusing because Liquid still thinks there's going to be one player coming from Graffiti.
Yeah, you can tell they're checking for it. You're absolutely right. Nafto took down Alexi B. Now Nitro at the corner, and he's going to peek perfectly, taking down Alu at 2-on-3.
Sadly, the tides did not turn after both teams switched to nuke. Elige and Twists were on fire, and together with their teammates defended the bomb site so well that ENCE was only able to steal 2 rounds from the North American players. With such a large gap between the 2 squads, Team Liquid was easily able to mop everything up and took down the second map 16-3.
No flash here for Twist, and they are right underneath, and he is just raining down death from above, and it's going to be a little bit of a chance there. Could have maybe been the ace. He'll take the quad kill.
On Inferno, the Finns finally were able to fight back, and even though once again they were pushed back against the wall, at least they did some damage to the Liquid Goliath. Alu's and Sergey's incredible performances even helped ENCE close the gap to just 1 round, and an overtime was looming on the horizon. However, it was Stewie2K who delivered the last frag, helping Team Liquid close the series 3-0 and becoming the first North American team to win an IEM tournament in North America.
Team Liquid, your Intel Extreme Masters Chicago champions. What a marvelous
We always focus on ourselves. We try to put us first, but at the same time, we know we're together here with the crowd, and it's almost like if we're one.
Just let it resonate for a minute. Give it to me, Chicago! Oh, baby!
That's all for this week's episode, but thanks so much for joining us. If you want us to talk about a game, hit us up on Twitter with the hashtag World of Esports. But for now, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. My name's been Trid. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.